We are seeing nearly half the country, at least, is seeing a surge in coronavirus cases. I'm sure you've heard. In Florida yesterday, they saw the largest number of new cases since the beginning of the pandemic, with nearly 1,700 new infections in one day. In Arizona, not only are they having a spike in cases, but they're also seeing, as Dr. Coley told us, what's really a bad issue, multi-day increase in hospitalizations. They are up more than 200% since Memorial Day. This new wave of cases comes as all across the country, communities are relaxing restrictions and opening back up. In fact, Jacksonville, Florida was just named as the site where President Trump will accept his party's nomination at their convention at the end of August. It's expected to be in front of a full capacity crowd at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena, which holds, Jeff, 15,000 people. But in order to go to one of these events, attendees were now being asked to sign a waiver saying you won't sue if you get infected with coronavirus. So I want to know from Brandon, from Jeff, from the DBL Nation, should businesses be held liable if you catch coronavirus? What's your thought?
No. They shouldn't. I think people need to self-govern. I've been saying this since the beginning. If you feel like you have already a pre-existing condition, you shouldn't be out in public at all. You shouldn't be out in public at all, in my opinion. But if you have something like that, if you're elderly, we know who this virus attacks, okay?
Right.
We know who's more susceptible, I should say. So no, you shouldn't. You know you're more susceptible. Doesn't mean you should go to a Trump rally or even go to protest. If you got those symptoms, you shouldn't be out there. I said yesterday, Brandon, I don't mean to drone on here, but we're not going to get the correct numbers because the government's starting to open back up, right? We're having these protests with thousands and thousands of people. Now Trump's having a rally with 15,000 people. We're not going to get the correct numbers moving forward. In fact, we're going to be testing more people, which means more people are going to have it because we're testing more. So we're never going to get the correct numbers on this. So the more we open up, we're not going to know what's right to do.
But you can't, and I want to hear from Brandon really quickly, you can't have CVS have like a wet floor and just be like, well, it's up to the person. If you're a store, you need to follow the guidelines of having masks. You need to make sure there's social distancing, right? Those are, you could be held liable if you don't follow just the basic. Do you agree with that or no?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. And I could dive deeper, but I want to hear Brandon's.
Yeah, I do too. Brandon, do you agree with that or no?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Jeff. Like, it's one of those things where if you're a store and you're open right now, you're going to do your due diligence and you're going to make sure that you adhere to every single rule and regulation to stay open. Now, it's up to the people, whether they're social distancing when they're sitting down, whether you're properly wearing your mask when you're out and about. So as long as the businesses are doing what they have to do to keep the people safe and keep their business sanitized, then it's on the people, I feel like.
All right. I kind of disagree. I think that they should follow the guidelines and make them wear masks. Like,
and I think America does.
Right. And I think at the Trump rally, I hope that at the President Trump rally, I hope they make them wear masks.
Do they wear masks? It's the same thing for the rallies, though, Tori. You can't. I'm not.
You mean the protests?
The protest, whatever. Yes, I'm not sticking up for the president. Yeah. I'm just saying people gathering in large places, whether it be a protest, whether it be a Trump rally, they all are at the same risk.
I'm very pro-mask, and I'm saying that across the board.
Okay.
Completely.